We're filming this in December, which is when thousands of Singapore families usually pack their bags, load them into the car and head north across the border. Why? For the open road, for lovely scenery, and of course for lots of scrumptious, yummy Malaysian food. But this is December 2020, so you know what that means? Borders are closed. Today we're going to find some great Malaysian food right here in Singapore. I'm talking char kway teow, Penang laksa, Ramly burgers and more. But to make sure we get the most authentic stuff, we're going to need two things. We're going to need a genuine Malaysian and we're going to need a car.
I'm Kidd from Mini Asia. As you know, I'm from Malaysia, so I relocated to Singapore 2.5 years ago to head the mini business in the region. Food is always on top of any Malaysians' list if you happen to ask any Malaysians out there, especially during this tough period that we are in at the moment. Since circuit breaker started in Singapore, I've not had the opportunity to go back to Malaysia to visit my family. So this past 9 months in Singapore has been an eye-opener for me, especially when come to look for great home taste Malaysian food.
So we have our car and we have our Malaysian. Kidd, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's jalan-jalan cari makan.
Let's go! Okay, Kidd, so this is an electric car, and I'm sure you've driven electric cars before?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so how does this work? There's no engine at all. There's motor in front?
Yes, there's an electric motor which we position it in front on the mini electric that drives the front wheel, front axle.
Okay.
And of course, there's the battery pack as well underneath the body of the vehicle.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, designed in a T shape to provide a 50-50 weight distribution.
Cool.
Yeah, that allows a very dynamic driving as well.
Okay.
And agile at the same time.
But this is a Cooper SE, right?
Exactly.
Does that mean it's like as powerful as a Cooper S?
Yes, so one of the key requirements when the engineers and the designers came out with the first mini electric that we have here is to have the performance similar to a combustion engine Cooper S variant.
Ah, okay. So I know it's an electric car, but does it drive like a Mini?
Definitely. Also, one of the key requirements that was given to the engineers, they have to come up with an electric Mini that drives and maintain the characteristics of a typical Mini.
Okay.
Yeah, which includes things like go-kart driving, go-kart handling, dynamic, powerful, fun, and of course at the end of the day must put a smile on the face of everyone who experience it.
Okay, so basically we want to find authentic Malaysian food and we're doing it in an authentic Mini. Well, Kidd, you know what? This car's so silent, right? And I think you're going to start hearing my stomach rumbling soon. So what say we just hurry up and get on with it and go to our first food stop.
Alright, let's go!
Oh! Okay, Kidd, so this is Island Penang Kitchen. It's one of my favorite places, but I want to know if it passes your test. So what's the two things you must eat if you go to Penang Island?
Definitely char kway teow and asam laksa.
Alright man, let's do it.
Alright. I have to admit the char kway teow reminds me of home, especially Penang, where my mom is from. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So as I've told you, Ju-Len, there are two things very important to me when I look for a good plate of char kway teow.
Okay.
The first one is what we call wok hei.
Wok hei, okay.
Breath of wok.
Breath of wok. Now you can hear the wok actually in the kitchen all the way from here. So, you know, it's got that fiery kind of sound, right? That's what you mean, right?
Yes.
So okay, we can hear the wok hei, but could you taste the wok hei?
Yes, actually, to be fair, there's a bit of you can feel the wok hei in the plate of char kway teow.
All right.
Yeah, that's
cool.
the first thing that I look for in a char kway teow.
Okay.
Second thing, very important to me, is the combination of taste, especially the saltiness, the spiciness, and of course, more importantly, is the ingredients that you put into the char kway teow.
Okay.
For example, the prawn. the Chinese sausage,
Yeah.
yeah, and of course the egg.
Right.
Which are three very important ingredients.
Okay, so it's all there.
All there, except, but I find this plate of char kway teow lack a bit of saltiness,
Ah, okay.
which for me could be down to perhaps a healthy version or healthier version of char kway teow that you can find here in
Yeah,
Singapore.
okay, fair enough. But healthy and char kway teow, I don't think they should be friends. They never. Okay, but you know, we also know Penang people are very fussy. I know you're from KL, but okay. So it seems like it's nearly there. But you say it lacks saltiness, but I see an empty plate in front of me.
Like I said, it reminds me of home, and it's really.
Okay.
I mean,
good.
to be fair, it's difficult to find an authentic Penang char kway teow in Singapore. I think, Ju-Len, thank you for recommending this place.
Yeah, it's actually hard to find it in like KL as well. You
Yeah.
can't find Penang char kway teow in Malacca or anywhere else. So okay, good. But let's move on to the Assam laksa.
The Assam laksa is mind blowing. Actually, it is really authentic, really good.
Mind-blowing?
Yeah, mind blowing for me. Yeah, I think
Mind-blowing.
one of the best Assam laksa I could find or I've tasted in Singapore. For me, it's the combination of all the tastes. Again, it plays with your taste bud.
Okay.
And the ingredients very important is of course the fish.
Right.
And thankfully, the Assam laksa is not too fishy in terms of taste. It's light, but the taste explodes in your mouth when you eat it. Yeah, together with the noodle that they put into the bowl of Assam laksa. It's really good.
Okay, well, we have a genuine Malaysian seal of approval for the Assam laksa. I think we have a pass for the char kway teow. But you know what, kid? There's a long line of people here waiting for a table. So let's give up our place and get another bite to eat. I've got a surprise for you.
Whoa!
Let's go see what it is. So, kid, another empty plate in front of you.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell everyone, what was on this plate?
This is what we call appam balik.
Right.
I don't know whether you call it the same thing or not.
Okay, so here there's a min chang kueh, right? Which is a pancake which is slightly thicker and you know it's kind of fluffy. This is more of the KL style. That's why I thought you would like it, right? It's apun balik. I think they call it that because of the way they fold it over, right? What's your earliest impressions of this dish?
Wow, it really reminds me of my childhood days. I
Childhood.
remember back in those days when we dragged our parents to Pasar Malam,
Right.
especially night
Yeah.
market. And this is one of the favorite things that I always ask my parents to get me, appam balik.
Yeah, okay.
Really. Look at the peanuts. Oh, amazing.
Speaking of pasar malam, there's another kind of food that you tend to find there. You know, if you had a bit too much to drink, feeling like some oily food. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Let me guess. Has to be the Ramly burger then.
100%.
My favorite.
Yeah. So let's go and look for Ramly Burger in Singapore. There's this place somewhere in the east. It's called Ministry of Burgers.
Okay.
So maybe we can program the car and key it into the navigation, and it will take us there.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. I can program it on my phone and send it to the vehicle with the Mini Connected app.
Okay.
That is connected to the vehicle already. Yeah.
Right.
So what's the name of the place again?
It's called Ministry of Burgers.
Ministry of Burgers. Let me key in. Ministry of Burgers.
Okay.
Yep, it's here.
Right.
And we just send it to the vehicle.
Oh, cool.
And once we get to the car, it will be automatically prompted for us to select and go to the destination.
All right. How cool is that? The car is ready to go. It's gonna take us for some Ramly Burgers.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, kids, so that was kind of cool. Like, we saw you just send a destination from your phone to the car. Does that mean the car has an internet connection?
Yes, the car comes with a pre-built-in SIM card. So it's actually connected to the cloud. And then if you have a smartphone with the Mini Connected app, then obviously you are connected to the car itself.
Okay, that's kind of cool. But, apart from using the navigation this way, what else can you do with the app?
You can see the condition of the car, for example, whether the car is locked or unlocked, whether the windows is down or up,
Right.
and things like whether the sunroof is closed or open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like the guy who's always like forgetting, did I lock the car? Did I lock the car? And I always go back to the car, pull the doorknob. So you can just see on your phone, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we kind of have to go all the way across the island for our Ramly Burger, right? How do we know if we have enough battery to get there? Like, before we leave, for example.
Yeah. You can also check the battery state or how much battery or how much mileage is left before you even enter the car via the Mini Connected app
Okay.
as well.
Right.
So from what I can see or what we can see earlier, we have plenty of juice
Okay.
to cover the entire stretch of this journey.
All right, well, I like to hear that. So let's drain the battery and fill ourselves.
Let's go!
All right. Okay, so Kidd, here we are at Downtown East Mall.
It doesn't look like a pasar malam, Ju-Len.
Yeah, it's not a pasar malam, but it's like pasar dalam, okay? Trust me on that. Okay, so maybe it's not an authentic pasar malam, but maybe we can find an authentic Ramly burger inside.
I hope it's good.
Okay, well, let's go and find out anyway. So, what do we say?
Alright,
Jalan-jalan cari makan. Okay, Kidd, so we didn't go to a pasar malam, but we went to a place called Ministry of Burgers, and we demolished one of these Ramly burgers. What do you think?
Look at the mess we created.
I know, right?
Amazing.
But that's the way to eat a Ramly burger. Half of it on your face, half of it on the floor, some of it in your stomach.
It really reminds me of the Ramly burger that we can have back in my hometown in KL.
Okay.
I would say 80% similarity in terms of taste.
80%.
80%
Okay. Well,
is
tell me
right
about what's
there.
missing. What's the missing 20%?
I would say the bread, the bun itself is not grilled enough, so it's not crunchy enough.
Okay.
And the patty is slightly on the thicker side,
Right.
so the quality is there, I want to say. Yeah. But the overall taste is just amazing.
Okay,
I
okay.
really like it.
Well, that's high praise from you. I know you're very particular about your food. But I tell you what, I've actually heard that Ramly burgers are banned from import in Singapore. But the owner of Ministry of Burgers says that he actually got permission from the company to use the Ramly burger logo. So he's managed to recreate the taste so well that even Mr. Ramly approves. You agree?
Of course, I can have Ramly burger in Singapore. I have to approve.
All right,
of this.
great. So we've done the burger. Now I'm kind of craving something spicy. Any suggestions?
Of course. I would suggest this place, which is my all-time favorite food from KL. All-time favorite food right here in Singapore.
Okay, okay.
We call it Laju Pan Min,
Laju ban mi.
or in English, Chili Pan Min.
Oh yeah.
You wanna
Now
try?
you're talking. Sounds good. So, wanna go?
All right, let's try.
Oh man, Kidd, it rained a bit, but it's still really hot and humid today. I'm kind of dreading getting into the car.
Yeah, but don't worry. We can set on the preconditioning on the car,
What do you
activating the aircon via the mini connected app. Let me show you. Activate the climate control. Wait for a while. Yes, it's activated now, the aircon.
Oh man, that's amazing. Okay, I cannot wait to feel this. I want to go
go.
see. Whoa, bro, this is amazing. It's just like Genting Highlands in here.
Yes, it's not Genting, Ju-Len, it's Genting Highlands.
Oh, sorry, Genting Highlands. But you know what I mean. It's nice and cool here. But how does this work? I mean, how come you have the aircon running when the engine's off?
Yeah, the air conditioning, it runs on our electric battery. So without the engine, we can actually switch on the air conditioning.
Oh, cool. Okay, every car should be like this, man. It's like when you go to a hotel room and then the aircon's freezing cold and it's waiting for you. You don't have to cool the room down. Awesome, man. And you know, now we're gonna eat something like hot and fiery, right?
Yes.
At least we are nice and cool.
Yes.
So let's roll.
Let's go!
Whoa, Kidd, okay, what's this? I don't even see any noodles. It's supposed to be banh mi.
Be patient, Ju-Len, be patient. Yeah, there's a lot of ingredients on the bowl. Yeah, as you can see, there's minced meat, there's fried shallots, there's anchovies, and of course the poached egg as well, together with the pork lard.
Lard as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, so this is chili banh mi, right?
Yes.
Why do you love this dish so much?
Because it really reminds me comfort. It's like a comfort food for me. Every time when I go back to KL, even during my younger days when I was working overseas, when I get back, this is the first thing that I would go for. More importantly is you have to add the chili in.
Ah, okay. So what's chili banh mi without chili, right?
Yes.
So, okay. Whoa. Oh my god, it smells pretty potent, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna try like 2 teaspoons, I think. So actually, Kidd, I want to ask you, what do you think? Do you think Malaysians can eat spicier food than Singaporeans, or do you think Singaporeans can eat spicier food?
Hey Ju-Len, I will not answer this question. I leave it to the audience to answer this question.
Yeah, you guys tell us what you think. Leave a comment below and tell us what you think, and we're gonna get mixing and I'm gonna get eating.
All right.
You know, I think most of us are more familiar with a slightly wet version of dry chili pan mee, but this one was dry. But I thought it was delicious. I mean, the noodles had a nice chewy texture. The anchovies added so much flavor and so much crunch, and then of course the egg made it nice and gooey, you know, and it gives it that rich kind of taste. But of course, the chili.
Yeah, what about the chili?
That's the magic factor, I think. I feel sorry for the guys who have to fry this because I can only imagine the tears that go into this. But yeah, I think I want to take this home with me. It probably lasts me 1 year. But after all that, I think I really need something to cool me down. So let's go get some dessert, huh?
Alright.
Okay, kid, I don't know about you, but I'm getting full. But you know, the chili pan mian that we had, right? I think you could kind of tell just by looking, right, that it was going to be good. You know, sometimes your eyes can see it eat first, and then you can tell that it's going to be very satisfying. Does the same apply to this car? Like, can you actually look at it and tell that it's a different kind of Mini?
Definitely. I mean, it's quite obvious when you look at the car that is an electric vehicle designed purposely by Mini.
Okay.
First thing from the front, you see the yellow badge, which features the Mini electric badge in yellow.
Okay.
And of course, if you look at the grille itself, it's fully covered, unlike the combustion engine variants. And if you look at the side, you get this yellow mirror cover, kept specifically only for the Mini electric.
Okay.
And if you look downwards, you see the purposefully designed power spoke rims.
I noticed that actually. Yeah, they look like the 3-pin plug, right? The electric plug. That's very cool.
And right at the back, I think most obvious is it doesn't come with any exhaust tailpipe.
Ah, okay, right. Zero emissions means no tailpipe. Got it. Okay. Super obvious.
And I think the most obvious thing that changed versus the other variants would be the very highly energetic yellow start-stop button.
Okay, so very colorful clues about, you know, whether this is a different kind of Mini or not. And all this talk about color makes me think about a very colorful dessert that I think we should be heading for now. Wow. Let's go find out what it is.
Alright, I'm in for a surprise.
So kid, I promised you something colorful, but it's also going to be something sweet.
Right, sweet stuff.
Sweet stuff. Now, we're here in Changi Village, but our actual destination is Malacca.
Wow. So we have done Penang, we have done KL, and now we are doing Malacca.
That's right. So it's something sweet and something in Malacca. What do you think it's going to be?
Chendol. Am I right?
Bad. You told me you don't really have a sweet tooth, but there's an empty bowl in front of you, like completely empty.
I mean, the bowl of chendol is really, really good. I would say in Malay, bagus. Why I say it so? It's a perfect combination of the ingredients. They didn't mess around with the traditional recipe of what a good bowl of chendol is.
Okay.
You know, they stick to the classic interpretation of a chendol. Not too sweet, which I appreciate a lot.
Okay, I know why you said that. You like the classics, and that's exactly why you work for Mini, right?
Exactly. Mini being authentic, classic, stick to our core DNA as always.
Just like a bowl of chendol. So kid, we've been all over the island, but we've actually gone to a culinary adventure. We've been to Penang for char kway teow and asam laksa. We've gone to Kuala Lumpur for chili pan min, and even Malacca for chendol. But I really need to know, have we satisfied your Malaysian taste buds?
I have to say yes, yes, and yes.
All right, I love it. And how's the Mini doing?
Amazingly enough, there's still 45% battery charge left on this electric vehicle.
Wow.
So are you up for another round?
Let's do it, man.
Are
you?
I'm full.
Yeah, me too. So I guess there's limits to even how much a Malaysian can eat. Well, that's it from us. Thanks for watching. And if you want to read about more cars on carbuyer.com.sg, please look for us on Facebook and Instagram. And don't forget to kiss that subscribe button. See you next time.